Happy Tuesday, everyone. Happy Tuesday. Oh, something on my face. Make sure you guys hit that like button as you come in. And if you guys want to share me out, share me out. I appreciate each and every one of you guys for coming on. So make sure you guys hit that like button, please. Um, just waiting a few moments for some people to come in, and then we're gonna get into it, guys, and give you guys give you guys an update on some things, and then we're going to get into it. Yep. Just allow me a moment here. Hope everybody had a wonderful day. Hope everybody has a wonderful day. So I want to give you guys an update on um, the Daunte Will Wright. I got to change the thumbnail. Sorry, Daunte Wright, and I want to give you guys an update on the Jacob Blake situation, and as well as there's a new case of a lieutenant that was pepper sprayed, and I want to give you guys some information on that. So just allow me a moment. I'm gonna wait a few minutes for some people to come in. Hey, Heaven Sent, how are you? Thank you for coming in. Um, we're just waiting a few moments for some people to come in, and then we're gonna get into it. Okay. Um, I hope everybody had a wonderful, wonderful day. Um, some more information has came out about okay, Jacob. Well, the Jacob Blake situation, as I stated, in about Jacob Blake by Daunte in Minneapolis, Minnesota, and a new case that I've been looking at. Um, I'm just gonna say this, guys. We have to pray for our country, the United States of America. We do need prayer for our country. We really do need prayer, and it's sad. Um, just allow me a moment here. Um, okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and get into this. Um, as you guys know, um, Daunte, I have a lot of Daunte Wright. Um, with Daunte Wright, sorry guys, he was shot and killed on yesterday. Um, on for his the murder was yesterday. He was murdered on Sunday, and unfortunately, he has been unfortunately his parents has did a interview, and we're gonna listen into the interview, guys. I am not going to show it, but I am going to let you guys listen to it. So just allow me a moment here while I um pull everything up for you guys so we can listen to it. Excuse me. Every time I get on here, I'm sleeping. I don't know what's causing the sleepiness, but I'm so sorry, guys. I know this is unprofessional, and I'm trying to stop sleeping. Sleeping me is so sleepy. Um, But just allow me a moment here. Because I said Daunte Wilson. It's supposed to be Daunte Wright. Sorry. I'm going to have to change my thumbnail too. Um, okay, guys. So we're going to listen to this. Um, I hate to hear, see a family going through so much and loss of his son, their son, and things like that. Um, it is sad. It is sad that the police officer now. It has came out that the police officer has resigned. The police officer has resigned, and they are. She no longer is working for the police department. I guess she feels there's too much pressure, and she feels the guilt of it all, and that's the reason why um, she's deciding to not no longer be a part of the police department in Minneapolis. The question is, should she be charged for murder? Because she made an accident and thought her service weapon was a taser, and then she announced that she was getting ready to tase him. Now, someone wrote in my comment section, "Hey Angie, how are you?" Now, I'm gonna be honest. Someone wrote in my comment section, and I'm not mistaken. This is what they stated in my comment section on yesterday. Someone said a 20-year-old kid carrying an illegal handgun. I don't remember it saying on the news that he had an illegal handgun. I don't remember seeing that on the news. And it says here, and wanted for carrying an illegal weapon prior to his. Just allow me a moment here. Okay, guys, I'm back. Thank you guys for your patience. So, as I was stating with Daunte Wright, should the police officer be charged with murder? I don't think they're gonna get a murder plea out of that. And then someone commented on my video. It says here a 20-year-old that he was carrying an illegal handgun. Now I don't see it didn't state in the news, it did state in the news where he was getting pulled over for, but not they didn't say that he had an illegal handgun because they so trigger happy they would have said a gun, a gun, a gun, but you didn't hear that. Um and it says here that he was wanted for carrying a illegal gun prior. I don't know how true this is. This is just what someone had put into my chat. This is what they put into my chat on yesterday, my comment section on yesterday. I don't know how true that is. All I can say is If it's true, it'll come out. Because one thing about the news media, anything negative about a person, they're going to find it out from the rooter to the tutor. Trust me when I say that. Trust me when I say that. So we're going to listen. We're going to listen. The family did an interview on Good Morning America, and we're going to listen to this interview. Now, let me just say this. They do have representation. Guess who is, I just wanted y'all to put it in the chat. I know who's representing the family. Who do you think is representing Daunte Wright's family? They have a GoFundMe that is available for Daunte. To be honest, like, his son is going to be taken care of for the rest of his life. They wanted like $450,000. It was close to that. So, hey, I am Colette. How are you? So, so what's really is going on is, like, the family is I know who's representing the family. As always, with anybody that knows who's representing the family, is going to be no other than Ben Carson. They did not. Hey, Nancy, how are you? They are not. Ben Carson be on it. I don't know how he keeping up with all these cases, honey, but Ben Carson, he is on this case as well. He just represent in wrongful death suit. He gonna get on the child. He gonna get on it. He gonna get on it. He gonna get on it. So, Ben Carson, he just be on it, honey. He just be wanting the So as I stated, we're gonna listen to the interview, guys, and we're gonna and let me know what you think. Just let me know what you think. We're gonna listen to the interview that was done by his parents on Good Morning America.
My family and I join many others in sending our condolences, and we hope that you're getting the support you need to help you during this difficult time. And we appreciate you spending some time with us this morning to talk about your son. Mrs. Wright, you said that your son, Daunte, called you after he had been pulled over by the police. Can you please share with us what you all said to each other?
He called me and he said, Mom, I've just been pulled over. I said, for what? They said they pulled me over because I had air fresheners hanging in the rearview mirror. I said, okay, we'll take them down. And then he said, well, they're also asking for insurance. And I said, well, when the police officer comes back up to the window, give him the phone and I can explain and give him all the insurance information. He said, okay. And then the police officers came back up to the window and asked Daunte to step out of the car. And Daunte said, for what? Am I in trouble? And the officer said, we're going to explain that when you step out of the car. And they asked him to put the phone down. And I heard the phone getting put down pretty hard, whether it was on the floor. I don't know where he put the phone down. And then I heard scuffling and the girl that was with him screaming. And I heard an officer ask for them to hang up the phone, and then I didn't hear anything else. I tried to call back 4 times, and then the girl that was with him answered the phone, and she said that they shot him, and he was laying in the driver's seat, unresponsive. And then I heard an officer ask her to hang up the phone again, and then after that, this is the last time I've seen my son. I haven't seen him since.
I'm so sorry. It's just the anguish. And Mrs. Wright, you were on the phone for so long with your son, and it seemed at first that the things were under control. Do you have any idea how it escalated the way that it did? Why it escalated the way that it did?
I don't know. I know my son was scared. He's afraid of the police. And I just seen and heard the fear in his voice, but I don't know why. And it should have never, ever escalated the way it did.
No, ma'am. And Mr. Wright, how did you get word, and what did police initially tell you about the shooting, sir?
Well, I got word from my wife. She called me, and she was screaming and telling me what was going on, and I was, it was a normal day for us. We started off as a normal day. I haven't talked much to the police at all.
They haven't given us any information.
They haven't pretty much given us any information at all.
We do know that the police chief, he said that he believes that the shooting, that the officer meant to shoot the taser, not her gun, and that it was an accidental shooting. Do you accept that explanation, Mr. Wright?
I cannot accept that. I lost my son. He's never coming back. I can't accept that. A mistake that doesn't even sound right. This officer that's been on the force for 26 years. I can't accept that.
And Mrs. Wright, we know that the mayor has called for this officer to be fired, to be relieved of her duties. What would you like to see happen, ma'am?
I would like to see justice served and her held accountable for everything that she's taken from us.
And we do know that people are outraged, as in the reports, and we're seeing how people are upset. Many people are upset that, again, another black man has lost his life at the hands of police. But you all have been consistent in calling for peace and calm. So, Mrs. Wright, what do you want to say to those who want to take to the streets on behalf of your son?
I want to say thank you so much for the support and standing by us and making sure that my son's name has been heard, and asking for justice and asking for that we get everything that we need out of this, and making sure that my son's name doesn't get swept under the rug and forgot about.
Are you still calling for peace? Are you still hoping that they can do this, a protest in a peaceful manner?
Yes.
Mr. Crump, we know that you're there in Minnesota for the Derek Chauvin trial, therefore the Floyd family, as you're now there with Daunte's family. And as Daunte's father said, and as we said in the report, this police officer, 26 years, not a rookie, 26 years on the force, it was actually training another officer at the time. Sir, what has to take place for this to stop happening?
Well, Robin, as Attorney Storms and I learned last night, that she was a training officer. And so it's not about training. It's about implicit bias. It's about giving the same respect and consideration to people of color that we give to white American citizens. We don't see these sort of things happening to white young people that we see happen over and over and over again to young marginalized minorities. They could have given him a ticket, given him a notice to show up, but just like in George Floyd, they could have given him a ticket. They use the most force when it comes to dealing with marginalized minorities, and we can't have these two Americas, one where we treat Black Americans different from white Americans in policing. That's when it will stop, when we start treating each other all the same.
Same treatment. And before we go, Mr. and Mrs. Wright, tell people about your son. Mrs. Wright, tell people what they should know about Daunte.
My son was an amazing, loving kid. He had a big heart. He loved basketball. He had a 2-year-old son that's not going to be able to play basketball with him. He had sisters and brothers that he loved so much. He was an uncle, a grandson. He had a smile that would light up the room. It was so big and bright. And he was amazing. And he's my son, and he's never he just had his whole life taken away from him. We had our hearts pulled out of our chest. He was my baby.
Mr. and Mrs. Wright, thank you for your strength and being with us this morning and sharing about your son. And again, our hearts go out to you. And thank you very much.
Thank you.
Please take care.
All right, y'all. So that
Good morning to
is
you
a
all.
piece of she made me want to cry. I'm going to be honest. She made me want to cry. Because no one wants to bury or hear that their child life has been taken so early and so in such a way. It's so sad, that his life was taken so suddenly, all because of. I feel like she might have been, if she was a training officer, then like why you didn't sit back and allow the one that you're training to do the work? Because you have to be I'm a type of hands-on kind of person. I got to get the feel of everything. So why I understand, what I'm saying? Yeah, it's not an excuse because you've been on the field for 26 years. You should know the difference between what side your service weapon is on and what side your taser is on. And, she has resigned, and this is true. She has resigned. She has not been fired, but she has resigned from her position. So she will no longer have this position. But they want her to be in jail for homicide. Do you guys feel? I feel like if she gets anything, she's gonna get manslaughter, or she may just get negligent, because like in the heat of the moment, you don't really be thinking. And I'm not taking up for her. I'm not taking up for her. But when you shouldn't have that, when like Ben Carson said, it shouldn't be two different Americas. It should be all the same. And so you shouldn't feel fear that a black person is going to shoot you or shoot an officer or be aggressive. And when you pull them over, you should just look at them as a normal citizen, as any other race. And that's what he basically is saying. You shouldn't have to automatically get ready to pull a gun. Use another type of force. It doesn't always have to end with someone dying or someone getting shot. So she has resigned. My heart goes out to the family because I know that is a lot. That is a lot to take in, and that is a lot to, it's going to take a lot to forgive. And you're right, Aunt Nancy. They don't feel the same, nor they weight the same. True. That is true, Aunt Nancy. And I pray that one day, and this is my prayer, that one day they will see, that we all bleed the same. If we get cut, we all gonna have that same red blood coming out. So we all are human, even though we may be different colors, but it's still one God, and we all bleed the same. I love everyone. I don't care what color you are. Like I told you guys yesterday, I told y'all yesterday, I don't care about a color. It's about your character, who you are as an individual person. That the content of your character, like Dr. Martin Luther King says, love, that's what you need to look at, someone's character, not someone's skin color, because it don't matter. Okay, guys, so I'm gonna get off of that because we can talk about this race stuff every day, all day, and everyone is going to have their own opinion on it, and everyone has the right to their own opinion, and we can all be respectful about it. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and talk about the Jacob Blake situation. It says here an article came out today, and I understand of it. I understand, Nancy, that you're tired of black men being shot down and killed. And his mom said he called the crazy part about it. It's crazy that he said that he got pulled over because of the air freshener hanging down. And then he said they pulled him over for something else, but he never told him about insurance. But the police officers had never mentioned air freshener. They never mentioned insurance. Only thing they mentioned was in the article from yesterday was what was mentioned was the expired tag. And so that lets you know that something ain't right. And then for them to, because usually like when I had got pulled over and I didn't have it warrant out for my arrest, they usually say, "Ma'am, do you know that you have there is a warrant out for your arrest?" You know, I could take you to jail. Be honest, they told me they could take me to jail, but they going to issue me a citation or issue me the last time was a warning, child. They're gonna issue me a warning. But I got myself together. I got myself together, honey. Because I ain't want to pay no look. Honey, when you paying fines, it seems like it takes forever to pay them off. So when you get to running up these tickets, it takes forever to pay them tickets off. Let me just say that. But anyway, I'm going to give you guys another update. This is on the Jacob Blake case. It says the Kenosha officer who shot Jacob Blake won't face discipline. Okay. It says here, as you guys know, Jacob Blake has his paralyzed from the waist down after him being shot back in August. The police officer Rustin Shesky has returned from administrative leave in late March, and he was found to have been acting within policy and will not be subjected to discipline. It says here the determination was made after an outside investigation and an independent expert review. Although this incident, this is what some Ms. Guinness said, although this incident has been reviewed at multiple levels, I understand that some will not be pleased with the outcome. However, given the facts, it was the only lawful appropriate decision to be made. Shesky was not charged. Kenosha County District Attorney Michael Gravely told reporters in January that Shesky and other officers would have had a strong case for self-defense. If you do not believe you can prove a case beyond a reasonable doubt, you have an ethical obligation not to issue charges, Gravely said at the time. It says here, Blake filed a federal complaint against Shesky, the only defendant seeking unspecified damages, last month. Police initially released few details about the shooting, saying the officers were responding to a domestic incident, but bystanders' video posted online received national attention, as we know. In the video, you see Blake walking away from the officers, and he opened the front driver's side door when he was shot from behind. Authorities said Shesky and another officer tried to use their stun guns on Blake, but could not stop him. Blake was near a knife when he was shot, so they're saying he had a knife. It says prosecutors have said, and a blade was found in the footwell of the vehicle. Ray Sean White, the bystander who recorded the video, said he heard police yelling, "Drop the knife," but never saw Blake armed with a blade. It says here Kenosha police officers were not equipped with body cameras at the time of the shooting, as we know. And it was previously believed that Blake had been shot 7 times in the back, but further examinations of Blake's medical records found that he had 3 entrance wounds on his left side, 4 shots to his back. Gravely said in January, after it was announced that the officers would not be charged. He said that while it is absolutely appropriate to ask whether 7 shots is excessive, Chessie said he continued to fire until the threat stopped as part of his training. The shooting occurred only a few months, as we know, after George Floyd died while officers tried to arrest him in Minneapolis. As y'all know, 4 officers have been charged with George Floyd's death, and 1 is standing trial, and we know that is Derek Chauvin. So what do you guys think of this? Do you guys think that the charges should be dropped against this police officer because the police officer felt like he was within his training to shoot him 7 times because he had a knife? And they stated that the stun gun was not stopping him. So, as y'all know, it's 2 sides to a story. My side, they side, and the truth lies within. I'm just going to be honest, like this man has been paralyzed. He had his back turned. So how can he become a threat if his back was turned to y'all? Did he pick up the knife and direct it in you guys, in the police officer's direction? Or y'all just seen the knife and it's like, oh my God, he's a threat. But I know I have seen several videos of the opposite race with different type of weapons, and you guys don't, and they don't get killed. And this has to change. This has to change. This has to change. So I know, amen, it's crap. But they said they're not going to charge him for the shooting. Thank God Jacob Blake didn't die, but he did sustain. He is paralyzed, and his life will be forever changed. I guess they say he can just draw his disability and the money that because his family sued the Kenosha, and they'll probably get some money. As you know, Ben Carson is his current attorney, so they will be getting some money behind this. Excuse me, guys. I'm so sorry. I'm so sleepy. So this officer is back on duty, guys, and it ain't nothing we can do about it. Ain't nothing we can do about it. Ain't nothing we can do about it. Um, um, yeah, excuse me. Oh, it does say, go to bed. Go to bed. So, just allow me a moment here. Yeah, I'll be right back. My kids. Okay, guys, I'm back. I'm so sorry. I am back. Hopefully, they'll go to bed. Okay, so that is the Jacob Blake situation, guys. He is suing for obsessive force. There is an obsessive force lawsuit against the police officer, even though his charges has there was no charges that was brought up. And I'm gonna be honest, get ready for charges not to be brought up for the Daunte Wright. Um, there will be probably no charges for Daunte Wright. I'm gonna be honest, and you guys, just set your hearts on not, there will be no charges for her because of the fact that he probably was resisting. So if he's resisting, then they're gonna say that she was in her right to tase him, even though it was an accidental death. So his family probably will get some money, and that's gonna be the end of the story. I'm telling y'all, y'all know how this story goes. You know how the story goes, even though it doesn't make it right. Even though it doesn't make it right, but this is the truth. Um, um, this is the last case I am going to talk about. Just allow me a moment. Okay, guys. So there is another incident that I have to talk about. It's about a Virginia police officer fired after a black army lieutenant is pepper sprayed and handcuffed during a traffic stop. So we're going to watch this and we're going to see what happened. Like, oh my God, like, y'all have to see this. Oh my God. Come on now. You you're doing too much at this point. Um, Let me just let y'all see the body cam video once I get it up, and we're gonna see how this happened and how and why he stopped him. Seems like he just sometimes people can just be feeling themselves, just be feeling themselves too much, and they just do too much, and you done pepper spray this a serviceman for no reason. Let's see here. Can I get it up? Just allow me a moment. Just allow me a moment for the video to come up. Sometimes this internet can be slow. Okay. Oh God, this ain't it. Just allow me a moment here, guys. I know I'm holding you guys up. I'm not holding you guys up too long. But this he has threatened. This guy has threatened this man's career and a lot. He just threatened this man's life. Oh, during the traffic stop, a police officer. Um, just allow me. I hate when my computer screen just locks. Okay, I'm back on the screen. I'm sorry, guys. This, like I said, I think it's more of the internet. I may have to not use Chrome. I may not use Chrome anymore. Just use something else. But let me get this video out. I have it right here. I'm just waiting for it to load. So it says here, Caron Nario, an Army lieutenant, was driving through. He was driving through Virginia and he got stopped. And he was pepper sprayed by a police officer. I'm trying to get the body cam video up. If my computer just load. Probably not going to allow me to, guys. Here we go. I'm going to see if this will show it. Okay. Hold on, y'all. We got video.
Made me realize that I never really learned how to eat right. It gets
Necessary for no reason. We're going to see what the body cam video states. We're going to see. So my screen doesn't lock. Okay. Share screen. So the police officer was fired.
Worried about what could happen to him if he got out of the car. I'm honestly afraid to get out. Temporary tags on Nazario's new SUV were taped to the back.
Virginia, one police officer has been fired and another is under investigation for a traffic stop where an Army lieutenant was pepper sprayed, handcuffed, and held at gunpoint. CBS's Jeff Pegues has the disturbing body cam video that the state's governor says left him angered.
Keep your hands outside the window! Pulled over because he had no visible license plate, Army Lieutenant Caron Nario was clearly worried about what could happen to him if he got out of the car. I'm honestly afraid to get out. Temporary tags on Nazario's new SUV were taped to the back windshield, something the Windsor, Virginia police officers had apparently overlooked. Get out of the car now! I'm serving this country and this is how I'm treated. Get out! Officer Joe Gutierrez, who was fired Sunday for his role in the incident, responds by using a phrase referencing death by electric chair. You're fixing to ride the lightning, son. The situation escalates from there. Hold on. Just get out the car. I'm trying to breathe. You guys up. You guys out the car now. Nario eventually exits the SUV. Get on the ground! Get on the ground now! Can you please talk to me? Get on the ground! Get on the ground! It is a sad commentary that when a African-American male who is in uniform is still afraid to exit a car in today's day and age. Today, the Sergeant Major of the Army praised Nazario's professional response to the situation. I'm very proud of him, he wrote. Nario, who was ultimately not charged, has filed a $1 million lawsuit. Wow. Not cooperating. Get on the ground. Alleging that the officers involved were racially biased and dangerous. There is more to Nazario's lawsuit. It also alleges that the officers involved threatened to destroy his military career if he complained. The town of Windsor says that it is retraining all of its officers, including the one who was not fired. Nora.
All of it caught on tape, and it has angered so many. Jeff Pegues, thank you.
So, guys, I don't even know what to I don't even know what to say behind that. Like, so you pulled him over because he had no visible tail light, I think. Like you said, Nancy, for no reason.
Gravity and relativity were discovered by people working from home.
Hold on, guys.
Do you know what I discovered?
Hold on. Like, I am appalled. Like, y'all had an army man afraid for his life like that. They had this man afraid for his life, and they pepper sprayed him, and he was harmless. He was like, I don't understand what's going on. Can y'all talk to me? I'm afraid to get out because I'm scared y'all gonna kill me. Both of y'all have the guns out. What have I done so wrong? Oh my God. Like, what did this man do so wrong besides the fact that the visible tail? I guess they thought he was a terrorist. You know, that's crazy. That's crazy. I know y'all can can see a little bit of some of what of it, but oh my God. Like, oh my God. Like, how are you going to do that to a person that is served our country? He don't have PTSD. If he didn't have it then, but he gonna have it now because y'all done pulled a gun on this man for nothing. This is crazy. What's coming to our world? What is coming to our world? Like, if this is what our world, this is like, and I'm glad he's suing them for $1 million for his pain and suffering child. I would too. You know, sit here and pepper spray me, and I ain't did nothing. I'm got my hands up. I'm got my hands on the steering wheel where you can see them, and you got a gun pointed at me like I'm some kind of threat. Something ain't right. Something is not right. But I'm so glad they both should have been fired because they were racially profiled. Immediately when you see it's a black man that's in the, I'm not saying this to be racist, but that's how this situation looked like it was said. As soon as you seen, yeah, they did, Nancy, they did. And you know the crazy part about it, immediately when you seen it was a black man, you automatically pull your gun out. Really, guys. Like, let's just pray for our country. Let's pray that people are not, we shouldn't be afraid of each other. We should love each other. How are we going to be able to get into the pearly gates of heaven? Because we look like we're going to hell with all this that is going on in this world. We got to love one another as God has loved us. And let me just say that, like I told y'all yesterday, it's not about a skin color. It's all about character and how you treat people and how you lift your brother man up. It's not about a skin color because you can lose your pigmentation in your skin and you still can have good character. You still can be a good person. You can lose your when you die and no one no longer see you, and when people think of you, you want them to have good thoughts about you. True. And when I die, I don't want them to just say, oh, another black woman or another black man. I want them to say, man, she was a good person. You know, she treated people the way she wanted to be treated. That's what you want to be said about you when you leave this earth. Not that you are a racist. Not that you only did for people of your own kind. But you want God to open those gates and say, well done, my faithful servant. Jesus. Let me tell you that. Well, guys, my time is up. I'll try to come in on tomorrow, guys, at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. I'll try to come on 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. Look forward to, I might do a Friday night, late night conversation about should this case that I'm looking into, should this lady that killed her stepdaughter, and I'm not talking about Takia Beverly, because Takia Beverly is innocent. And I said it again. Takia Beverly is innocent. There's not enough evidence, and I pray that the judge dismiss that case. It's too much reasonable doubt. It's too many holes in the story, and it's too many people harassing and doing all that. No, it's another case that I'm looking up on. But make sure you guys, if you have not hit that like button, hit that like button. And if you're new to the channel, welcome. Hit the subscribe button. If you want to join the news and views group, all you have to do is press the join button. And if you are an Apple user, you can use the description, the link in the description box below. Have a good night, everyone. God bless each and every one of you guys. See y'all on tomorrow. Yes, he is. Yes, she is innocent. I stand with Kia, okay? And if you guys want to donate or give to Kia or reach out to her, follow her story, all you have to do is click the link in the description box, because all her information is still in my description box. Y'all have a good night.